like put some. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 14th week of the Lumiel Training Grounds, the beginners slash intermediate bracket hosted by Samu. I am Roku, and we'll be joined by Stefan for the first 3 rounds, and we're going to be seeing what our new players have to show us for this week. Maybe give up some tips to those who want them, and yeah. I think we should just get onto it as quickly as possible. I believe so. How's it going, Stefan?
Good evening. It's been going all right. Just finished eating and I managed to make it in time, hopefully without too many issues this time around, to commentate a lovely round of lovely section of Lumiel Training Ground, beginning tournament hosted by my favorite Charlotta player ever.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know Soki was hosting the tournament. I mean, sorry, yeah. So I have no idea about any of the players because I don't know. I feel like there's just so many actually new players, like especially in the mid ranks, like S+, S++. There's so many new names. Recently, same thing feels like happening like in Masters as well. Like, there's just so many new names. I have no idea who is actually playing what.
Well, in my case, I also don't quite know the majority of the players we have on the roster lined up for Lumiel. However, one does stand out to me, that being Gamza _, due to the fact that they are playing Nirmaya.
Yeah, I did notice that. I was guessing would have fun with that. So it's going to be apparently Namaya versus Fira. A little bit of a volatile matchup. We'll see how the players, like, if they know maybe the intricacies, how they want to approach this. We're just gonna have to wait and see, obviously. But back to the point that I wanted to make is this: I really like this. Like, I feel like the first time that I was like on a beginners bracket, commentating and like watching it, I kind of knew all of the players, like at least by name. And now there's just names that I've never seen before, and I think this is really exciting. So this is gonna be really nice to see. So first things first, as we said, yes, it's going to be Vera, then to the Namaya. Obviously, let's see what's going to be on the round set. I think is going to be important as well. Because I feel like if Vera gets zoned like from Namaya, it's going to be an awkward time for her, right? Obviously, she has those great anti-airs where Flip is just so annoying.
And speaking of Flip, we saw Gamza open up with a fairly common low to mid level Nirmaya of command dashing to end Flip.
Yeah, but the command grab into the install from Theater, that's going to be very annoying to deal with. We have the classic BNB combo into the corner. Getting the but he misses on the auto time setup there. Tries to flip out, doesn't get it. Ooh, I think that was an anti-air template gone wrong.
I believe there was meant to be a DP, however, because it's quite common to get super from a DP attempt as a new player. That could be an explanation.
No, I feel like the super there was the intent, but there was this anti going on from Pieter that didn't go through. I feel like I do like the use of the auto combo finisher on the high. I feel like it's something that, especially like the new players, don't really do a lot, but also don't consider a lot as their option, which I feel like is very safe sometimes. We see a little bit of disrespect from Pieter there on the plus frames from the H flip, which is going to give Gamza the round and the first game. I feel like Pieter.
Oh.
Yeah, like got a little bit of advantage with the install, but then it's been all Gamza, and I think the players had a little bit of a lagging incident there, which is why they're doing this. Seems to be okay now. Gamza just doesn't want to hold the pressure, is going to use the DP. Even a mid-game of this fight, to be fair. There's the install.
Okay.
That was the wrong Lumiel thing. I don't think this connected at all there. And back to the corner. Yeah, Tuum is not going to cut it there. I think you had to fall there if you want to get that. Oh, and this is going to be big damage. Yeah, has the SSBA, should be enough to kill, but drops the combo. Correct me if I'm wrong there, because I'm not like very familiar with the exact of Namaya combo structure, but I think you had to do a close medium there to connect, right? Like close heavy would not cut it, yeah. I like the way. Go ahead. Yeah.
No.
I like the way that Pieter is kind of going. Yeah, I like the way that Pieter is going for some stuff in the neutral there, like using the Vera 6XM, which is just so powerful. But I think like if you want to succeed with Vera, yeah, it's like just so strong. Hitbox is insane. It's so hard to punish. But I feel like if you want to succeed with Vera, you really employ. Oh yeah, there's one of the ways to stop that. But you really just need to employ the light pressure, like the close light into the far light, which is just really strong with Vera. Because you can convert all of that.
Nice.
Just some standard con pressure there, yeah.
Yeah, and with that we see Gamza take the second game in a row against Pieter's Vera. I forgot to quickly ask, but I assume that these rounds are like best of 3, right?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
not? Okay.
Like best of 3. I thought, yeah. It's so annoying to me. Best of 3, first to 3. Like I confuse all the time. But yeah, like I feel like Samu has played the game enough at this point to know that the game should be played in a first to 3 environment or best to 5, and wants to provide that experience for the new players as well, right?
Alright, yeah. Because I feel like first to 3, especially in a game that's quite as volatile as Granblue, is a little not enough. Oh.
Yeah.
Here we see the restand combo and the usual routing of it.
Yeah, I feel like Gamza has gone for the setup before, but then messed up the setup, the auto-temp setup afterwards, and just was reluctant to do it here. Went for the first whiff on the close heavy, but didn't go for the continuation of it. And this is again, yeah, Vera 6XM. Absurdly strong for 6XM, great range, I think one of the best ones in the game, but you can't do it that close. Like, you will get punished by basically every character in the game.
Oh dear, there is some connection fluctuation currently.
Yeah, it seems like there has been some connection issues in the set, but the players do seem to be at least going with all in it at this time. There's the starter with the... Okay, it doesn't set up, but it doesn't go for the no. Close light mother. Yeah, this was the really classic heavy flip combo. We've been talking about this just before the bracket started. H-Flip is just so strong just because you can get the combo without the counter hits, which is just so annoying. Yeah, and you get the side switch.
Not to mention the fact that being plus on block forces the opponent to guess for their life in most situations.
It's an instantaneous, obviously, like a strike first situation that don't really want to be in. Obviously, there is some leniency there, right, with how throws work in general in this game, but yeah. So that was a rather quick 3-0 from Gamza there. I don't know if there's like anything really specific to talk about Gamza's play. I feel like it was pretty classic, like Namaya.
I feel like the play style. Sorry, would
Yeah,
you
go
like
ahead.
to?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like the play style Gamza played was fairly common for low to mid level Nehemiah plays, and I did see that they tried to go for like the more fancy, tighter stuff on her, which is good. Although I personally wouldn't have gone for like the close heavy meat is the auto time. Like it's a good option, but I personally choose to go with something like 2 5Ls in a row or 2 Ls, so that I can like try to condition the opponent into DP or trying to press something. Like
it just goes into the strike throw a little bit like more because easily, I guess.
Yeah, because the close heavy is a bit of a hard call out. But going from that, now we have our next set between Haxon's Near and I forget the name. I didn't notice the name of this player is Beatrix. And I gotta say, first thing, the weapon skin for Beatrix is absolutely gorgeous. I am a sucker for this kind of weapons.
I don't really vibe with the katana on Beatrix, but I really like the flowers on it, the hilt. Like,
the flowers are a cool design. And now we see the classic Beatrix intro, which is the 2-2H.
Yeah, straight off the bat, going for the 2-2H. And this is gonna be, it feels like, Von just really wants to be activated. Like, Axon is not really sure what to do. That kind of like reasonable. When a Beatrix is running at you, it is a very, especially if you're near without that meterless reversal. There's the very nice triple 5U corner combo from Haxon. Gets the corner after this. Let's say questionable a little bit routing from Von. Yeah, you in the corner is not going to work. Oh. Oh, it's not blocked. Yeah, I think the key of this set is going to be how Haxon handles Von's aggression. But right off the bat, we saw some. Like, I understand. Like, Beatrixes really want to be aggressive, and it makes sense. It's a big part of why this character is just so strong. Is because you can be so aggressive. Because the risk reward is. It feels like almost always in your favor, but the routing was a little bit questionable. Now, I think 3 times in a row what happened was Haxon got the 6XL to connect and then went straight into the close medium for the classic frame trap, and I think Von pressed on every single one of them. It's something that I must admit I'm a little bit guilty of doing myself sometimes. I'm a bit of a masher sometimes on the 6XL. But realistically, if you really want to get away after the 6XL, you should just always be super. You're not going to be getting the counter hits, but you're also not going to get blocked. And you don't want to get your BC blocked nowadays after the changes.
Yeah, given that it's now -2 on block.
Yeah, you don't want to just waste both that resource and lose your turn.
Especially if you're fighting a character like Ladiva, who really loves the changes for the
there's the spot dodge? Yeah, this time was ready for the SSB reversal. Yeah, and it feels like, again, like, Von is getting those, like, very decent life leads at times, using those like really scary Beatrix sequences. Well, the Farhead is not going to like that. But yeah, as long as Haxon just keeps it simple, I feel like they should be fine. Yeah, there's the BC. Not kind of good, but it's fine. Go into the mid-screen combo. Oh, 5E does not connect. Does anticipate the jump, but doesn't seem like there's going to be an anti-air. Yeah, and Von just, I feel like they realize that now they've been jumping a lot. There's not been a whole lot of anti-airing going on from Haxon, so it's been working, so might as well just keep doing it until a change is presented. And there's the Raging Strike. Haxon, unfortunately, not very young, apparently. So it's not going to be a spot dodge.
No interesting interaction.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like this was maybe a far heavy that ended up being a 2H, but regardless is going to chip death there. The double 6XL. Okay, no second 5U. Oh, the back throw. Yeah. Back throws are just so annoying in this game, I feel like, because it's not that effective, but when it works, it's just so strong. But it's almost always the fault of the offender, right? Like, it means that your meaty was not good, or whatever you tried, like your shimmy was suboptimal. Then we see the punish on the DP. Just a quick reminder to everyone, don't forget, all DPs now are counter hits, put you in a counter hit state. So you can get all your close heavy counter hit combos. I know Nia, for example, can do the close heavy into close heavy, specifically, which is quite a fair few more damage. Obviously, was not needed in this specific case. Bomb was very low, but something to keep in mind when you want to do those optimizations.
That is true. Also, I would like to add that I'm not sure if the same applies to ultimate reversals.
No, it does not. No.
Yeah,
ultimate reversals.
Not counter hit.
Yeah, they're just a punish. But everything else, your supers and not all your reversals, obviously, like parries don't apply to this rule. But if it's like a dragon punch, then you will be in a counter state. Rest in peace to Charlotta's, getting those really cheeky reversals that you would be sometimes completely unable to punish with some characters.
Yeah, because now we'll have to deal with Charlotta's shenanigans on her LDP. But going away from that, now onto the set, Haxon seems to be having a rather comfortable lead in terms of set point, and chooses to play on the weakness of Vaughn, which seems to be the concerning amount of mashing. But I would prefer to chuck that to match up inexperience.
Yeah, I can totally see that. But another thing I feel like that Vaughn definitely would help them a lot would be being a little bit more consistent on the routing, because they have gotten those straight hits that they could really be capitalizing on, which is basically one of Beatrix's biggest strengths, right? Like, when you get a straight hit, basically regardless of your position in the screen, you will get either really big damage or really big corner carry. But we haven't been seeing the optimal routing, it feels like, which makes it really hard, because if both you and your opponent get 2 hits, oh, there's a 2H. Sadly no quicker version. But yeah, if both you and your opponent get 2 hits, for example, in round, obviously the one who is going to be winning the rounds between the two is the one that does the more optimal combo. And it feels like this is something that has happened a bunch of times in these rounds, that both players got their hits in, but Haxon has been more consistent in the routing, has dropped a fair few combos themselves. I'm not saying like it's been perfect, but it's been better, it feels like, compared to Vaughn, in terms of getting the most out of those hits, which is definitely something important.
I do agree. I believe Haxon chose to rely on the easier conversions as far as near ones go, in order to keep his advantage without trying to
Mhm.
like go for the harder stuff. Which obviously it led him on his very clean set against Vaughn, which he won.
Yeah, I think they went for the combos that incorporate the several 5Us to get more of refund in the mid screen, but ended up dropping them, and then decided to just keep that for the corner where they felt like more confident, more safe in doing that without dropping that. Which obviously you want to work on your routing so that it is consistent, but at the same time, I understand that when people are playing like on an event, they want to make sure that they win, especially if they are on stream. So going into that, quote unquote tournament routing is something that is often very reasonable, I feel like. At the same time, I think we need to exemplify the fact that one of the big counterplays against Nia is knowing specifically when death is going to be on the screen, has an active hitbox, but is not a hitbox rather, but not an active hitbox, so that you can like farlight it and put Nia into this very awkward state where they don't have death and they have to play neutral without her, which I feel like one was not very cognizant of, perhaps. But it's definitely something that you should keep in mind. Definitely something that you should lab a little bit if you want to lab against Nia. But I know people are not going to be keen to lab against Nia nowadays because, well, she's not the
I
strongest of characters right now. She has stuff that she can do, but
I feel like it would still be
yeah.
it would still be worth learning some basics and how to deal with some of her moves, because despite the fact that Nier has received some toning downs from her past stronger iteration, she's still very much a character where if she gets a hit in properly and you fail to recognize how to block or what to do, she can quite confidently
Oh,
shred your
yeah, yeah.
health bar quite consistently.
Absolutely. She definitely lost a lot of that consistency that she wanted to have, but she's still very strong at just like snowballing some rounds. But obviously, another thing is the big problem is also how after the changes, BC is just so strong against her, specifically when it kills death and just leaves her both like minus or with a knockdown and without death, which is just definitely not what you want to be. But yeah, again, I feel like the start with what Von was doing, where they were like being really aggressive, trying to kind of psych out Haxon. But yeah, I feel like Haxon just also realized that, wait, I don't really have to be scared because my opponent is like not capitalizing enough on those hits that they are getting. So went to the BC, did a couple of the ultimate reversals, which was just basically it felt like they incorporated a very basic game plan that was very effective in this case, which I did like. But obviously, doing so when you're being more challenged is going to be harder. Other than that, yeah, big 6XLs from Haxon. I feel like we would like to see a little bit more of that from Vaughn, because it's just so scary when you block Beatrix 6XL. You just feel like you're in such a horrible spot, whether you're going to be getting thrown, getting hit by the command grab, or just getting into that
Fair enough.
into the pressure. It's not a good time.
Oh, and now we'll be going on to our next set between Copy's Gromnir and Rum Enjoyer's
That's the
Lunalu?
Lunalu. Yeah.
Yes. For a moment, I thought it was Anila when I looked from down up.
And it's going to be a
Okay.
Charlotta.
I see. Well, unfortunately, I don't really have much to say in hopes of improvement for the Charlotta side. But for the Grimnir side, because a good friend of mine plays this character, I can at least attempt to give a bit more insight.
I feel like we've seen like quite a fair few bit of craziness right now. Kopi rather has been doing just LTVs on cooldown, and that was the round of choice as well. It's not going to be effective. Scoop is going to get to the close heavy.
I don't think that for that round there is much to comment. Oh.
Okay, there's a whiffed throw from both players there. Scoop is setting up the seals, gets the cross up, no full combo. The double 5U on Kopi's side is going to get stuffed from the throw. Oh, that was a nice back jump there. Is going to get the punish on the DP. We sadly dropped the combo and we will get hit by the SBA reversal. It feels like Kopi, I don't know, like because they are on Lunalu, they're just not sure what to do with the Shalada.
Yeah, it's a common thing that happens even with me when I play against some beginners. It's the fact that since they don't know how to optimally play their game plan, the defender, in that case Lumiel, wouldn't be able to know how to properly deal with them. But we now go into the second set, and this time Ram landed on Zeta.
Yeah, let's see what the Zeta has to say about this. Still a little bit of craziness, but I feel like we're seeing some more grounded stuff. Yeah. But Scoop has been very, I feel like, in general, confident in what they've been doing. He's been just... Oh, there's not the tipper there. But yeah, they know the game plan, they know what they want to... Putting out the seals, going for Grimnir shenanigans. It's definitely... Oh, sorry, yeah, okay, it was reversed. Kopi on the Grimnir, not Scoop. But yeah, Scoop has been a little bit lost, I feel like, on defending some of the Grimnir shenanigans. There's just a straight up run-up throw to finish that round. But yeah, Kopi just doing the classic seal stuff. After hitting the seal, if you don't just cancel the hit into like an aerial hit, you're going to be minus in block. So something that Scoop should be cognizant of. It's a very big thing that I feel like women just get away with so much, and it's like kind of getting away with murder because they just zip through the screen with the seals. They are minus on you, and then people just don't press on them. It's going to be an SPA reversal from across the screen. It's not going to get punished, but there's your meter. Yeah, and this is just so comfy for Kopi, just going full screen, putting out the seals, just as the 2-1-4U just has the life lead and the resource lead that even if it's unsafe, it doesn't really matter, but just ends up connecting. Oh, there's a Rhapsody, which is not necessarily the best choice, but I kind of like it there because aside from the fact that Grimnir really like to be active at round start, it's not like they can really punish it there, but yeah, there's the side retreat from the seals in the corner. Seals are deployed. A little bit of a delayed Oki there, but it's going to get caught anyway from the Rhapsody. But the back throw. And while I don't necessarily really like those 5U jumps that Kopi's doing, it just doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because they just not be getting punished at all. Yeah, it's not going to get the big punish that we talked about on the SSB, but it's not matter, just going to get the far medium to the far heavy. Hot Scoop pressing again. And let's see what the final character is going to be, and it's going to be Lewayne. Let's see if we have any Lewayne shenanigans to show. Oh, it just does not get the awesome sister in the corner. Okay. You should not be necessarily be seeing that. especially from that range, it's going to be really minus, really close to you. I don't remember the exact frame data on it because it is a bit varying, specifically on range, but you should be able to at least back throw, if not get a bigger punish. And it's something that a lot of people are going to be doing. I feel like when they're a bit stressed or when they want to win, like they end up just doing BCs on minus moves or even punishable moves, which is definitely not what you want to be using with resource. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because it just goes to the other's corner very quickly. The back throw on the punish. Oh, and Scoop caught pressing on that fireball. And the HPA just does not want to deal with it at all. Zips around the screen. Okay, those two were a little bit too cheeky. Does not get the actual full HPA finish of a group. Doesn't matter. And yeah, just getting a little bit of Wayne there, I suppose. Okay, we have the seals now. Yeah, this is a very classic thing that Lowains in general do, and people, myself included, definitely fail to punish when they just do pressure into summoning the bros very up and close to you. They just get those 3+ frames basically. There's the Iggy.
Let's see if Corky is able to play the Mario Party properly.
So far, both yes and no. Just got hit by one of the unblockables. Does not matter. Yeah, I feel like also Scoop just is not very maybe aware. I mean, I can't be sure because they're on Lunalu, they picked their character, but was not very aware of like specifically how they wanted to route the Iggy attacks to force those really disadvantageous positions, those unblockable states that just the opponent needs to know how to navigate specifically. And yeah, I'd really like to talk more about that set, but specifically because we went into Lunalu and then did those like really weird shenanigans with Charlotta just mashing that LDP. I can't really say anything. I do want to say that Kobe did show some really nice stuff with the Grimnir. Basic Grimnir stuff, definitely, but that's how you want to go on about it, right? You start off with like basic game plan, the basic setups, and then you're going to be adding and improving on that. Sure. I feel like also every Grimnir kind of has a bit of a different flavor of how they want to be setting up for these. Some really, really like the fire heavies, which has been toned down recently. Some really like just, throwing the fireball and then setting up the seals. I think Kobe really liked just using the 5U as a jump back to just kind of like create space. I will say that I'm personally not a huge fan of that, but I think it can be valid. But I feel like sometimes you just end up giving too much space yourself, which is not optimal, right? Because Grimnir, has this monstrous offense, doesn't really have the best defense, obviously, so you really want to be pressuring and regaining the ground the more you can. So also, some good stuff there, definitely.
Also, I think I noticed Kopi didn't do as much with Gromnir. He didn't use the seals to side swap as often, or to make the side in which he lands as ambiguous. And here we have Demon Fogel's Zeta and Catalina's Burgers. Catalina.
Yeah, so it's Mytox and Huz Eater. And this is a rather interesting matchup, I think. Catalina has been toned down quite significantly, but still very strong. Zeta, still, I feel like this kind of underrated character, but is going to struggle playing with the neutral against Catalina, and just it looks like Hazi is very confident right now. And just as I say this, gets clipped by the Rhapsody jump. So my fault, I guess, honestly. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna go for ZOG. There's the anti-air. Does not get the connect pattern for light wall. Oh, that was very nice. Not sure if it was specifically what they wanted to do, but still very nice.
I did like the delayed buttons on Fazita.
Yeah, it looks like they are very aware that Zeta's really like to do those Rhapsody jumps into those setups, and has been consistent at least attempting to anti-air. Did get a fair few of them. Got clipped twice. First round is going to go to Hazita after this bit of a scramble there. Mytox got those two really nice hits, but unfortunately did not convert them fully, and then end up kind of losing the position in neutral. I think there's the Rhapsody on the 6XL. Does not get the full corner carry that they got the previous time. And the U fireball from Zeta, very strong. I feel like both of these characters just really like to do the pressure into their 5 Us. It's just so annoying to deal with. Whether it's the light wall, hop back, or just the stabs from Zeta.
Both these characters particularly excel in close to medium range combat, so it kind of becomes a game of who gets to approach first and mess up. What we see that the first game has been fairly confidently taken by Hazita.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely feels like Hazita just knows what they want to be doing, while Mytox does know, like, specifically what they want to go for, but is a little bit more, let's say, I'm not gonna say scared, but less confident in the neutral. Yeah.
A bit more passive due to the lack
there's the fuzzy. But yeah, also it's just so unfortunate they've been getting those stray hits, but have not been fully converting them again for the second time. But does not matter. Just all that chip damage ending up just stacking up, and ending up in the kill. Lightball just going to help get that whiff. I'm going to see some cutting the pressure from up far. Oh, there's the U fireball. You have to spot that. You can't be running into and then blocking in this game.
Yeah, dash blocking is nothing. Ooh, but very nice confirming to the 5U.
Yeah, just ends up getting that bit more damage. Does not get the full conversion of the wall, but I'm not sure if they could have. Okay, does hold the pressure there, does not turn to anti-air, gets clipped by the side switch. Oh, but again, this is so unfortunate because Midas has been getting those really nice hits, but just doesn't end up converting them. And the F is going to whiff. So the full conversion there after the U fireball. Doesn't matter, just going to get a quick 2H there on the jump. And even the rounds. Yeah, there's the really annoying Z5U. Obviously you're not gonna really get anything big there in the mid screen. Doesn't really matter though. Oh, that was very unfortunate, the miss time on the throw. And then the hate fireball to punish. Which, I mean, it worked. I'm not sure if this was... Oh, but the combo limit! And there's the CH. Yeah. Mytox knows the CH attack there, just gets the double CH of the counter hit. And there's the Rhapsody into the corner. It does not hit with the Arbus Lange there. Oh, and there's the U fireball, which is going to be enough to finish this round.
Still a diamond in the rough. Believe in victory. Battle.
Definitely seeing, some nice stuff from both players, but I feel like just right about there, when they get those nice hits, when they get those nice setups, both of them just ended up falling just a little bit short there. I like those Elf Rhapsodies from my text there. Just in this very annoying range deal with them, kind of goading Plus Eater to either 6XL or press a 2M and gets those nice punishes. Unfortunately, still, I feel like it's just so sad that they've been getting those Rhapsody hits, but just, I don't know if we've ever seen the full conversion off of them. Yeah, I really like this cancel into the Earth Fireball. Hazita did that before. Really effective against the Rhapsody jump. Just gets those really nice big punishes in the corner. Doesn't have to do anything fancy there, just does the Raging Strike to finish. Yeah, and as I said before, when you are in a street match, regardless of if there's stakes or not, you really want to do well, you really want to win your games. And right now, Mytox being, you know, just one round away from losing the set, felt like they just kind of froze up in neutral there, just gave all that space to Hazita. No conversion off of the 2M counter hits, which was going to be enough to kill, but it doesn't matter, you're still in the corner. Hazita is just just completely chilling right now. There's the 2H into the light wall, and that's going to be it. Very nice conversion. I feel like this is again a case of players that know kind of more or less what they want to do, and the shortcomings that they both had was in terms of consistency on getting those like 4 conversions, knowing specific counterplays on some stuff. Like a lot of times I feel like, but not a lot, but at least a couple of times, Mytox got that triple JU, and then Hazita was like unsure what they were supposed to do after that. I'm not sure what the Carolina counterplay is there, but a lot of characters can either press a button to anti-air, oftentimes a close medium, a lot of times they can P, so definitely something that you want to lab with your character if you want to be certain of what you want to do. But yeah, definitely something that you need to be aware of. You don't want to let Zeta just get away with murder there, to put it mildly. And in terms of Mytox, yeah, I really think that working on the consistency of the routing would just go such a long way. Because again, the same thing that we talked about in previous sets, assuming that you and your opponent get the same amount of hits in, the one that has the most consistent, more reliable routing is going to come up on top, right? So obviously combo game is not the end-all be-all in fighting games in general. Like, you know, how to navigate neutral, how to navigate offense, how to navigate defense is going to be more important. But it's another like really important part of the game that you need to be aware of, to work on, and to make sure that you can, you know, get that damage in.
Yep. But I feel like another aspect that is kind of overlooked in low to mid-level play that I think it's worth learning is kind of the ability to whiff punish. Because I personally think that once you have like a decent, consistent grasp on how to whiff punish some mistakes at low level, that should be enough to get you through the harder earlier times of learning up a game, because combos can be learned at any time. Even now,
Yes.
with my time with Nirmaya, I'm learning combos or new routes all that often. But I feel like with like the ability to learn how to wish punish is definitely a bit more important for a new player to learn after they become comfortable with their character.
Yeah, because I mean, especially in a game like Ramble, combos are probably the easiest thing to learn.
Yeah.
And again, something that we definitely need to always be cognizant of. Specifically, when we talk about whiff punishing, you always need to remember in this game you have one of the most powerful universal whiff punish tools in 6XL. It is just so strong at whiff punishing a lot of things. It is very annoying because oftentimes it is the best button you can press in just so many different situations.
That is true, but I would also like to add on the statement of yours that not every 6XL in this game, even as it is punished, would equal, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're not made equal. That is definitely true. But moving on from that set, now we have Snowy and Nico Flex.
Yeah.
Sandalphon and Grimnir.
Snowy on Sandalphon, which would be interesting. Sandalphon is a character I have been mildly interested in trying, but unfortunately, due to me being poor, I don't have the DLC just yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm here to talk about Sandalphon. Have been playing him since his release. Definitely the character that I've been most waiting for. I'm really excited about him. But this is a rough matchup for Sandalphon, actually. I mean, this is kind of a rough matchup for everyone, specifically because Grimnir is just so strong when he gets going. So I think this is a rough matchup in the same sense that it is for everyone else. And I really like, from the get-go, Nico doing those really nice cancels from the seals, making sure that they're not actually minus after connecting with the seals, just keeping the turn there. Okay, there's going out of the corner, using the 5U into the, I think it's 214U in the air. And the classic routing into the U seals. Oki tries to go, I think, for the fuzzy, but gets BC'd. Very nice. If you don't want to hold the fuzzy, definitely what you want to be doing is BCing the first hit. Ooh, does not get the conversion of the counter hit on the close light. Oh, and that's one of those really annoying situations. I think what Nico was trying to do there was do the UDP, but there was a side switch. Instead of getting the UDP, gets the 214U, but does connect nonetheless because Snowy was in the air. This is a unblockable move. As our most used.
Alright. Quick question. Do you watch the stream while in the game or from the Twitch channel, just so that I...
I'm watching in-game, not on the stream, yeah.
Alright. Just checking.
Yeah, so first game goes to Nico. Rather confident there. Looked fairly easy now, but we do have a lot of adjustments to make definitely when we are in a first to 3. So let's see if Snowy can bring it back. Right now, it's all Nico, goes into the corner, has the steals, there's the fuzzy, does not even need to do it, just connects on the JH. Yeah, into the full corner combo into the SPA. Seals again. Gets those 2 Ls. There's the same thing that happened previously, I think. Instead of getting a DP, we get the 214H, connects. But yeah, like the combo limit there, it's very annoying for Sandalphon. Just gets into combo limit very quickly when you use that 22HU, so it's definitely something you want to be aware of. Snowy could definitely have went into the super finish if they just went for the fireball. Obviously, it didn't matter if they just got the 6 afterwards, but if you want to optimize, that's definitely something you want to be doing. And I think it's one of the things that you really need to kind of lab with Sandalphon eventually. Specifically, all of your different like element combos in the corner to see like how they end up in the combo limit department.
Yep. Now with the added benefit that training mode allows you to get visualization of the combo limit, it should make doing the homework a bit more fun as well.
Oh, the big seal setup. Fireball oh, that was a really nice one. Fireball behind you into the 2L, into connecting to the fireball. And that's just a very annoying position to be in. Like, you have seals in front of you, you have your fire behind you. if you don't know the counterplay there, it's just going to be so annoying, almost impossible to deal with. Well, very nice to age.
Yep.
No conversion, sadly. There's just Grimnir zipping around the screen. Very annoying to deal with, obviously. One of the things that Thunderfont can do, I feel like, is they can use their H Fireball, which is multi-hit, to go through a lot of the shenanigans that Grimnirs are doing mid-screen. The problem is that it's not going to count it. It's not going to knock you down if you're not in an element. So you need to get those wings to get that. And you get a nice little one-can combo there. So there's the UTP from Nico. But Snowy's definitely been more alive this game compared to the previous one.
For sure. I think it was just a matter of trying to use the first game as a means to gouge some aspects of their opponent in order to be a bit more comfortable second time around.
I can see it by the fireball there. I really would have liked to see a U fireball from Snowy there. Just get the in response to that fireball from Nico, just get the hard knockdown and zip through the screen, get the ult key. Nico, I think they didn't have the 50 meter either, so no DP possible there. Could have only relied on the BC. Gets the seals mid screen. I like Snowy not being scared of that in this specific spacing, just goes for the 6XL. But Nico brings it back, and there's the seals in the corner.
Ooh, I do like that extension.
Oh, nice fuzzy.
That does in the air with 5U.
Yeah, it is really... Like, I mean, Grimnir is just really cool to look at. Very frustrating to play against, but I think, like, in terms of visual design, is definitely one of the better characters in the game.
Yes. Oh,
I do not
Paradise
think...
was indeed lost here.
Yeah, and I can see why Snowy wanted to do that. You see Grimnir after the knockdown going for the seals. You're thinking maybe this isn't safe, but definitely is. Now, maybe you can get away with like pressing a light button to get your turn back in some of these cases, depending on the timing of when the Grimnir player does the seals. Oh no, that's a whiffed DP for the tries to go for the combo extension there, but gets punished and is now back to mid-screen.
Yep.
There's the classic W combo extension. Yeah, goes for the Fuzzy again. Fuzzy has always been going high in these games, so definitely something I feel like Snowy could be thinking about. He gets the wings in the corner. One of those things that I really think Snowy should be leveraging more is just the power of 214 HU when you have wings. It's just such an immensely strong tool. You just get an advancing special that is a combo starter that is not only safe on block, but a +3 when you expend those wings. Just put your opponent in such an awkward position. Tries to do something cheeky with the air dash, but is going to get clipped by the seal death there. That's going to be the 3-0 for Nico. Yeah, I liked seeing Snowy slowly get a little bit of confidence there, you know, throw up a few more DPs, try to contest that pressure and those, you know, like a little bit of cheeky seal setups. But yeah, it's a bit of a when you're not confident on what to do against Grimnir, it's just such a rough time. And it's not an easy character to lab either. So I mean, I think the best way to go on about learning the matchup is to just find a Grimnir player and play with them. Thankfully, whether it's in the Lumiel Training Grounds Discord or any of the European Grand Blue Discords, you can definitely look for people to play with. So always remember, you know, room matches, much more productive than going on ranked, going on quick play, going on the room and just, you know, mashing out your games, because you can, you know, talk with the other player, ask for advice, just go over the games if they are willing to do so. So always a nice time.
I've recently been starting to do more room matches / lobbies, mainly for the fact that you get more levels in lobbies. for
Really? Oh, I thought rank was the most efficient way to get levels.
Yeah, when playing games in lobbies, you just get more levels for your character. But going back on that later on, now we have Metera versus Belial, a character that has previously been fairly underwhelming, now buffed, against a character that has been fairly overwhelming, now nerfed.
Yeah, and Belial has definitely been toned down, but he's definitely still Belial. He really does some truly annoying stuff still as the FH. And it's just so annoying for Metera, specifically because of that FH and the Fireball.
I mean, yeah, that FH is definitely a bit of a problem at mid-range, but round start or a bit further on, it should be fine for Metera to keep Belial out of the cases.
And the round start Fireballs from Metera are just so strong now with the improved startup.
Well, unfortunately, not able to continue the combo, but butterflies are out.
Yeah, this is a matchup that is going to be just so awkward for both players if they're not very experienced in what the other character does, which definitely kind of feels like the case here, I feel like.
But I personally think, and this is no like shade towards any of the players, but I feel like definitely Belial would struggle a bit more if with a lack of matchup compared to Metera, in the sense that if Belial doesn't quite know how to like approach or deal with Metera, he'll suffer more than if Metera would know, due to the fact that Metera can just comfortably play from far greater ranges than mid-screen.
And Belial is just like a little bit more universal as like character, you know, has the DP, has the Fireball, has the advancing special, all those things. Metera is not just a zoner, she's a little bit of a more an orthodox zoner. Does not get the corner conversion there. And is going to get hit by this SBA with the 2L. And it's going to be the first game 2 for Aura Storm. And I think like Mello just had like a bunch of situations there in that first game where they got the first hit and just did not convert into a full combo.
Or to convert properly.
Yeah. Same thing happened with the SBA.
Yeah. I feel like this is definitely gonna be a common thing with most beginner to medium players of this game, because obviously depending on some characters, like for example in Belial's case, he has combo routes that are dependent on whether or not the opponent has been crouching before the start. The same with his darker version.
No conversion and then no punish on the 2-1 rage. And then the 2U really up close, another thing that Forrestone could have punished. Because if you don't cancel those 2U, they're going to be really minus. Not a big fan, if I'm being honest, of Mello just doing those backdashes after they've gotten like a lot of space against Metera. I feel like they have been...
I believe that what they're trying to do is kind of like bait some mashy reversal options or BC, because otherwise I can't really see much of a reason that one would want to rely on backdashes so often in this case. But we see...
it might also just be, you know, when you're not very confident and you're not sure what to do, you feel like, oh, I need to get space, I need to, you know, be somewhere safe, and then like readjust what I'm thinking about, which could also be the case. Now we see like a little bit of just understanding of, okay, I want to be doing those like spot dodges, I want to be doing those rolls, like, you know, material stuff. But you also need to always remember, you know, when the butterfly is there and you do a roll or a spot, it's like just so scary because you can get clipped by that during your roll, and then Metera is going to get the full combo.
Battle 2. Engage. I'm coming, Wright.
Yeah, the 6-6H definitely not where you want to be going there. You would much rather just go into the Farlight or the 6-6R in this range. Yeah, there's the exact thing. Goes for the roll, just gets clipped by the butterfly.
Yep. And exactly what I meant when I said earlier that unaware when two opponents are unaware of the matchup of the other. In this case, Metera would definitely struggle a bit less than the Bilal because Bilal has to figure out how to get in Metera, whereas Metera doesn't need to particularly get in. As we see, she's making great use of the butterflies along with, well, questionable uses of the arrows in order to keep Mellow away, securing them another game, and with this, winning the
Yeah,
set.
a 3-0. Yeah, like in this case, in this matchup, I feel like we definitely saw a little bit more of a more beginner gameplay.
But that's
Players
completely
had like an obviously like I'm just to segue into the fact that we definitely like are going to have to definitely going to see that, and it's important that these people that want to like are really beginners and they want to improve is like yes, having a game plan is great, but specifically when you're like really starting out in any new fighting game, even if you have experience in others, you need to like just look into frame data. It felt several times that both players were like not really aware of what was punishable, what was not. Have your basic combos. You don't need, like we said this before, you don't need to have like always the optimal combos. Obviously, you want to optimize your combos eventually, but just
because
having the basic punish, the basic corner combo. There's things that always going to work. Because we saw
For
a lot of
sure.
stray hits, I feel like, from Mellow that did not convert into absolutely anything, either because of like mistiming the 2-1-4 age, or just doing just the auto combo instead of like going to the special.
For sure.
But yeah, like again,
No,
I love the fact that we have a lot of beginners and a lot of new players. The game is alive, there's people that are interested in playing, and I really hope that they enjoy, the journey of playing the game, improving, learning new things, and going about that.
because this is a personal opinion of mine, but I still feel that even with my even if I put my bias aside towards a certain character in this game, I feel like Grand Blue as a whole is definitely one of the better games to introduce someone within the genre of fighting games as a whole. Because for example, from my understanding, one of our better players in Europe, Default, who also plays Nemaya, they mentioned that Rising is their first fighting game, if I'm not mistaken. So because of the liberty of play styles, like either between easy and technical, and the structure being fairly easy to understand, I believe that this is still like a fairly good fighting game to get into. That's not too crazy like Strive, or too classic and strict and a bit awkward to navigate around as Street Fighter, for example. I think it's very much
there is a lot of simplicity in Grand Blue. That was definitely true for a base game. It's definitely still true for Rising, which means that you can pick up the game easily. But then, obviously, just like any other fighting game, there's a lot of depth into the small interactions. They degree the it's. I feel like it's deceptively easy, if that makes sense, right? Like it's the perfect game that you go in doing intuitive and easy, because like every your defense, thinking about footsies, thinking about how strong 6XL is and how you want to be using it. Especially obviously, like when we're talking about newer players, 6XL a lot, so strong. When your opponent blocks the 6XL, it's a bad time for them. It's like you instantly are just in position. So you should definitely be doing it. And yeah, just all those things that you definitely need to, definitely, regardless of the simplicity of the game.
I agree.
Yo, Wheel of Misfortune. Yo, who's this handsome bracket, Theo?
And I've just realized this whole time the stream cannot hear me. That is fucking fantastic.
Wow.
Samuel, language.
Yeah. Okay. So like, for anyone that didn't hear that, Sam was, talking about the advertisement and the tournament and all that, but had muted himself on stream. So we're just like listening to him. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're not talking here. Okay. Oh, never mind. No one can hear him. That's great. That's cool. So yeah, that was something that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as Sam was saying, and after using the calendar command, lots of events going on in the EU Grumbler community. Hop on the event, be with the community, support the community, have fun with everyone else. Always a good time.
Certainly.
And you never know, you could be the new Samu, you could be the new player that just goes into the game and then, 20 games later is like getting a top 8 on the offline and then has the intermediate bracket,
Yeah, I definitely agree that Samu is definitely a great example of what love and dedication for a game and community can do to one in order to motivate them to spread the love and the motivation to others. Is definitely one of the Samu is one of the players from the community I have the utmost highest respect for his effort in getting better at the game and giving back to the game and community. So yes, I'm still honored that I was able to offer my services, albeit fairly unrefined or standardized, for his bracket.
And with that, the first half of the Lumiel Training Grounds 14 is concluded. We are going to be moving to the next 3 rounds. So that was me, Roku, and Stefan. We're going to be passing it on. Yeah, we're passing on to Vilkijs and what was it on?
Soopah.
Oh, okay. Vilkijs and Soopah. So thanks for having me, and I'll see you on the next one. Stefan, take it away.
And thank you kindly for having me around here as well.
No, I'm very grateful for both of you. Thank you.
So I'm guessing.
We allowed to speak yet, or?
Yes, you're allowed to.
About to say something like.
No,
Yeah.
no, you can go. You can go.
Okay.
Could can we go?
Yes.
Yes.
Can
You may take your leave.
But
Bye bye.
Bye. Hello, Vilkijs.
Yeah, and with that interesting segue, hello, it's Vilkijs, Lucky Cookie Vilkijs, here in the beginner bracket doing the second half together with my good pal Soopah here. We're rocking the thumbs up creatures.
Indeed, we are.
Yep, ready for some more beginner action. We'll be going straight into it.
Indeed. Remember, everybody, you are here to learn, not here to always win. Winning and improving on 2 very different things. For example, I'm starting to realize that myself, because sometimes you don't win it all, but if you're taking steps in the right direction and you're getting guidance and you're following it, that's what matters the most.
Yep.
And they've got 2 lucky people that are ready to take some guidance from us.
Yeah, we have good old, we have Strubbler. Tends to show up now and then with the representing the fairy. Got some fresh coat of paint with some buffs, so definitely been kind of reminding people that you kind of have to learn how to fight this character because she can definitely be quite strong. And then on the other side we have Ballard on the Charlotta. This is the classic matchup of I'm Charlotta, I want to get in somehow, and Fairy's job is like, I will not let you do that. And,
I'm guessing in versus I'm not gonna let you in.
Yeah, basically. And Fairy is a character that, at the best of times, it's kind of awkward for her to anti-air. So as Ballard is showing, Charlotta's quite good at jumping in with her like fast jump, as well as like the flips in the air. They make it very difficult for Fairy. So they're just running train. I'd say one thing, like Strubbler can, even now they nerf BC, but you can BC multi-hit moves, and you can get like a hard knockdown and try and assert some dominance, because there was a lot of times while Ballard was resetting the pressure with the multi-slashes, after which you can get people off you.
Right, let's try to cut the corner a bit. Cut the corner a bit short, but you know, good stuff on Ballard to finishing off.
Yep. Like there we go. Like very immaculate like timing with the 6-6 there. Like I like the spacing, kind of like not being kind of like a max range for 6-6 and kind of like pressuring Strubbler. Right. Strubbler finally getting some breathing room here. Setting up the GG.
Right now, yes, Ballard just coming in, breaking in, just ignoring the absolute defense that Strubbler's trying to withstand and just uphold.
Yeah, I feel like Strubbler might be maybe a little bit too preemptive. Like I think he's like playing a bit more reactive now. Knowing your opponent really is jumping a lot, being a bit more reactive as opposed to preemptive can't help. There you go, sets up the GG.
Really wants to mix on no mix in this circumstance. Gets DP'd out, trying to get away from Ballard, but Ballard's not letting up.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate because we got like the low hit, but we didn't really convert off of it. So could have been a huge difference, but Ballard abusing that fact and quickly closing out the round. Yep, 6-6M, certainly a very good move to approach as well. Yeah, especially in those situations, like if you're being put in the corner by a rushdown character like Charlotta, don't be afraid to burn your first BC, because it doesn't impact your like damage that you take. So you using it, at least the first one, like the second and third, you kind of have to think about a bit more. But
right now, Ballard's getting in, and Strubbler's trying to do some defense, but I think this defense is a bit unorganized.
Yeah. Okay. Strubbler found like one key thing here. The GG on the ground seems to be doing quite good work, because it will stop the bowling in if timed right. Nice block there.
Alright, just knocking away. Trying to finish this off, but cannot be impatient.
Yep.
Good
Nice
stuff from
challenge.
Soopah.
Nice challenge there, like Ballard's try to like steal their turn back, but Strubbler quickly checking that. Oh, yeah. Charlotta's jump angle is pretty awkward to anti-air, so it's understandable to misses here and there. Just set up the GG.
GG getting the grab. Getting GG to convert from it. GG coming back again. Getting hit by GG again.
Yep.
Okay, combo limits already ended. Maybe good time to summon Momo.
There you go. Yeah, I like the use of the U spin there, because like a lot of times fairies will set up GG, and sometimes it is not real. It is something that you can like quickly mash, like either a 6-6L or like a U skill out. Unless they're burning meter, a lot of times those setups aren't like proof, like airtight.
They're not true.
Yeah, exactly. So you can definitely like test a bit with your character, like where you can kind of challenge them. There you go. So it looks like Ballard's was doing quite well getting in, but Strubbler's kind of gotten a bit more used to their timing. So at this point, when you're when the fairy is kind of caught on with your timings, you kind of have to slow it down a bit and mix up your options. Like, you have a bunch of tools you can use, especially as Charlotte. You can use like jumping or super jumping into not pressing anything, and then just blocking a lot of the stuff they're throwing. Because unless the burning meter, she cannot really anti-air you if you don't press anything. Or like using roll or spot dodge, especially when they like to cancel.
Alright, you can hit the whip indeed to have a longer lasting hitbox.
Yep,
But
yep,
you gotta
that's
be
also one way.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of that long grab.
Yeah, the long grab, like a lot of fairies do like to throw out like, for example, like a far medium or something and then immediately cancel into something. At those spots you can't spot dodge or roll forward. Because unless they're doing like the long range sweep, the roll won't be caught. He also took the GG there. That one was indeed real there. There you go, and catches the DP there.
I can't believe
This,
Believe in victory.
We're going in like making want to make a bit of a comeback here, like making it way more difficult for Ballard to get in. Like it was definitely working at the start, but Strubbler kind of, yeah, now a bit more used to fighting this Charlotte.
yeah. And right now, Ballard's literally walking into Strubbler's attacks.
Yep,
They need to be a
nice
bit more
use.
patient. They need to get, when I want to get in.
Nice use of the BC there to kind of get in. The 5U can be situationally good, but yeah, not something you want to rely too much. Like far heavy there.
Yep. Paying, going in for the cash out.
Yep. Yeah, in that situation, I don't like. You had the fairy in the corner. You don't want to be backing up too much, especially with Charlotte. Like your win condition is getting the fairy in the corner, so you don't want to be walking too far away. You want to be at the tip range of your 6XL kind of pressuring, because at the moment, like Ballard is giving way too much space, like which is exactly what Strubbler kind of wants.
Yeah.
But we do manage to close it down because yeah, we do have the damage. Like I know it can sometimes be scary, like you don't know what your opponent's gonna press, but as long as you have a good understanding of your frame traps and your pressure sequences, it can make it easier to kind of pin down people. Yeah, there you go, nice use of BC and the side swap, beautiful. That's exactly that. If you can catch your opponent with a B, can't hit BC, you can get like a side swap, and that's huge. That can turn all the tables.
Alright, just use spin dash.
We're making some distance here. Yeah, gets hit by the 50-50.
Overhead! And yeah, that'll get around to Strubbler.
Yeah. You can experiment a bit, like in those situations, I know a lot of the characters can either jump backwards or forwards to kind of escape the GG. Pressing buttons might be difficult, but you can definitely try and escape. Like, it's definitely a bit of a situation where Fairy has to adapt to multiple options he can do. So kind of keeping the Fairy player on their toes is quite important. Yeah.
Right, GG there, and getting the side switch, that's why we have to hold the defense pattern sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. In general, Fairy, if she spends Raging Strike to set up something, those setups are usually you can't really do much about. Like the ones off of Raging Strike.
Getting VP.
Yeah, slowly be my. There we go, nice use of the ball. Yeah, I like the patience from Struggler there, waiting out for Ballard to commit to something.
Yeah, but you can wait for so long till you have to get in, and that'll be one.
Struggler 3-1.
pressure she put on me.
Oh yeah, the scores are on the stream about the other way around. Yeah, Struggler 3-1. It was quite a good showing from both. I think Fairy can be pretty frustrating or sometimes difficult to deal with, but Ballard I feel like was kind of getting a bit of a hang there. I think it might be a bit of a lack of experience perhaps, but definitely using the ball quite well to get in, which I quite liked.
Yeah.
And for Strubbler, the first round was definitely used to kind of try and understand your opponent. and kind of their preference. And you could definitely see the Strubbler was starting to abuse that, because as the rounds went on, it became harder and harder for Bollard to get in. Strubbler was doing nice coverages and kind of getting a feel for what they weren't dealing with well, which is a lot of the 50-50s. That Bollard wasn't like escaping as much. So, and I think can definitely say that also the classic advice of BC is good. Like it got nerfed, but in the spots that you would want to use it, can still use it, which is when your opponent either does the auto combo or commits to multi-hit specials. Like that's a guaranteed counter hit, and that still gives you a side swap for most characters. Or it gives you time to get set up something. So you definitely want to be using it, because you don't be committing to like a DP too fast or mashing too fast. You just usually you kind of want to block it out, see what your opponent does, and if you want to kind of do that, but a bit more guaranteed, you can go for BC, but stuff like DPs save for later.
Well, again, good stuff. Good show from both players.
Yep. I think it was a nice back and forth actually. Both players were quite adapting to each other quite well.
Yeah.
And we'll be going into our next match, which is System versus Dante. System, one of the resident Lunalu players, so we'll see a lot of variety when it comes to characters. So we'll see their knowledge.
Yeah, can't wait to see that in action.
Yeah. Lunalu can definitely be a little tricky to kind of fight, because not sure what you're gonna come up with. Because the more comfortable you are in your character, the easier it kind of is to fight Lunalu. But yeah, if you're unsure what the opponent's character can do, you can definitely can get caught off guard.
Right, we've got Beelzebub with the new costume as well. So he's rocking that new drip.
Yeah, looking all golden and stuff. Very royal colors.
Yeah, but not as good as Golden Freezer. Shout out to the fraudulent goats.
Yo. You're gonna love the oppressive dictator of the universe.
What's the point of being a dictator when nobody flags you? Anyway, enough throwing shots at Beelzebub. Let's get to the match.
Yep. Looks like System trying to assert some dominance, but both players kind of playing same. It's mostly Dante just going for 6XLs. I'm not doing anything too much here at the moment. There you go, good catch with the 6XL.
Yeah, going for the wing. Oh, nice little small combo. Yeah, getting the U-Karma. That is a noise check. Do you know how to deal with it?
Yep. Oh yeah, you can't spot dodge the dunk. Yeah, you have to interrupt.
Alright, hard to put in System in the corner.
Yeah.
He said they're not gonna.
Yep.
That is absolutely uncalled for, and it's mean, but they're gonna have to learn one way or another.
Yeah.
So this is the way to do it.
Beelzebub does have this one special, U-Karma, which basically means you cannot block it. Like, you have to spot dodge it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice roll there. That was risky, but it did work out. Yeah, you have to you have to react to it with the spot dodge as the screen flashes blue. Otherwise, it will be just hit regardless of blocking. And when Beelzebub has 50 meter, you don't want to be jumping too much, because then you cannot do anything about it. You wanna a lot of times sit on the ground.
Okay. Alright, pressure, I'm going straight to install.
Yep, you like to see it. Install definitely a very strong state for Vera. You want to get there as soon as possible.
Oh, tries to do another cheeky U-Karma. That's not gonna happen. But still catches Tati slipping.
Yeah, when you were kind of like a bit further in than half screen and the Beelzebub is towards the corner, you have to always be mindful of the teleport, because they will be trying to sneak out, so you have to be ready to catch them. And speaking of teleports, that was silliest. Honestly, kind of similar case. Like, both characters are kind of slow towers, just slowly advancing and throwing a bunch of stuff at you. It's a lot about just kind of slowing down and getting in. and dealing with teleports. Against Lucilius, teleports will be probably your bane of your existence a lot of times. So learning how to deal with them is quite good. I believe most characters that have like DPs or like reversals, like your forward specials, such as Vera, you can do like the light special as Lucilius is disappearing. And if you get the timing right, you can beat every teleport timing.
Oh no, is it Paradise Lost? Yes, it is, and they block it.
Yeah,
Could have spot dodged it and it could have been a lot more safer, but either oh dear. No break points on one side and only one on the other side, and you're caught mashing. So it's not gonna look good.
Yeah, unfortunately, didn't get the big punish. Yeah, if you see your opponent pressing super and you block it, you want to be ready to cancel into something. Like, I believe it's Vera's neutral special that you want to do there to extend your combo. Oh my god, just the half screen 5U, okay. Definitely quite risky. Don't want to rely on it too much, but it did work out this time. Oh, nice backdash into 6XL there from System.
Yeah. Okay, not converted it into the grab, but you know, both of them just taking their time. Both of them playing neutral. Oh, there we go. Going straight into the Axiom.
Oh yeah, you want to block.
Yeah.
He has two versions of the laser. One that's instantly shoots, the other one that he can essentially choose like different types of lasers. So you want to kind of block a bit and see which version they're using. Yeah, System so far 2-0. Yeah, it's definitely quite a jarring because yeah, you have to fight a different character every time, so it's kind of a bit more tricky to kind of adapt.
Oh, then now it's Beatrix.
Yeah, Beatrix, a bit more of a standard character, a bit more like Vera, so you can brawl in the mid-range a bit better. There you go, the Coco discuss, the 6XMs.
Yeah, 6L. That's 6L. The DP. Now, just trying to break. Oh, going straight for the headbutt. Oh, going for the time force.
Yep.
And definitely able to go straight. Oh no.
Combo limit.
Combo limit. Yeah, making it instead of very expressive brain kill. But oh my lord, this is going for it again.
Yep.
Tate's getting really killed for all these impatient presses.
Yeah. Especially, yeah. They're definitely System is doing a good job. Oh my, I run out DP, okay, that's despicable. That dive kick is plus on block, so if you take both hits, you have to block it.
Alright. Kind of getting stuck here, but getting killed by Leonie.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too risky there.
Yeah, it was a bit scuffed, but the combo you did finish Tate off. That'll be all for System versus Tate.
Yeah, I think System just did a good job, just kind of using the regular kind of like Grand Blue stuff to kind of get in and having a well-rounded knowledge of most characters. Tante, I think it's probably like a lot of like being a bit flustered, maybe kind of getting run over, and honestly probably like just not having the knowledge of all the characters, not knowing when they're plus and whatnot. And I think the pressure, like towards the end, you could see like they were kind of trying everything. Like auto combo into DP, that's such a like a call out move that you did. That it's definitely not the best thing to do, because auto combos at the best of times aren't really the best way to pressure. You want to more rely on stuff like close lights or far lights or 6XLs that are plus and still give you a turn. It's definitely a lot better. Or if you are doing the auto combo, at least do either the overhead version, which is the heavy, or the low version, which is the medium ender, to at least get some damage on the table.
Well, you know what they say. The only way you can learn about stuff like that is if you go through it and then just keep training, keep going.
Yeah. It's just definitely like there's a lot to kind of improve and work on. It's just a matter of just getting the muscle memory down and kind of being having a better understanding of your character's pressure. Because, for example, for Vera, like the medium, I believe it was called Arcane, like the little dunk thing. That's plus. You can definitely do a lot of pressure with that because it requires your opponent to be reacting to it, and it's not the and it's definitely can be reacted to, but your opponent has to be on the ball, so you can definitely catch a lot of people out. Doing like half screen 5U command grabs, that's definitely not can catch people out, but it's not something you want to base your game plan purely on because it is very risky, and the second your opponents notice that you're doing it, they'll punish you pretty heavily for it. And the reversals such as like DPs, like especially in this patch, you have to be quite mindful. Like the medium versions and heavy versions, the punishes that your opponents can get have been really juiced up, so you definitely want to pick your spots very carefully when you press your reversals. You want to kind of reserve them more for reacting to something that your opponent is doing. On Wake Up, it's probably not worth the risk. You'd rather just spend the 50 meter and use the U version, because at least you're gonna be slightly less punished for it.
But again, all lessons for next time.
Yeah. Is very true. Just waiting for round 5. Just waiting. What players do we have on here? So Cassie and Nobunaga.
Right. We got wow. We got some. Right, these tags are quite out there.
Ban armpit liquor. Okay. That is definitely one way of playing Grimnir. Actually, wait, are these like 2 more Grimnirs? Like, I swear there's way more Grimnirs than I've ever seen in this bracket.
The Grimnir patch has helped you. He's the best character in the game now.
Yeah, like he definitely has his flaws, but he's very. If you're willing to invest time in this character, he's powerful. Like he can do some very grimy stuff, but he's obviously not perfect. He does have some flaws. Like he's like defense can be a bit spotty, but if you master him, it's a very good return for investment.
Until the next patch.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they deal with it. Okay, but yeah, Grimnir versus Grimnir. That's definitely your weird mirror match, because you and your opponent want to set up seals, and you both want to shoot tornadoes. So you both are very tricky characters. So whoever kind of gets the ball rolling first is gonna do a lot more work here.
See that has Safik got the ball rolling first, but right now we're back to neutral.
Yeah. You definitely want to, if you're the Grimnir, you want to be hanging around your seals a lot more, because that's where you're the strongest. And obviously prevent the opponent's Grimnir from getting on their seals.
Alright, Grimnir start off. We're still playing around middle stage at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, just barely dodged the tornado there. Risky, but it did work out there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be putting yourself in the corner too much. I know with Grimnir, he's quite fast, so you can accidentally put yourself in the corner, but yeah, you kind of want to tame that a bit. Definitely not what you want to be doing too much. Oh, yeah. There you go. Could have confirmed there, but yeah, obviously, this can be tricky. There you go, Fei. Trying to fight back here.
Oh, okay. Got that grab.
Yeah, honestly, it's like pretty back and forth here. Trading fireballs.
Oh, able to prefer and get the grab, and we'll finish off the match. Is now one apiece.
Victoria, yeah, closing it out there a bit. Yeah, one apiece.
Right now,
you need to check each other with the fireballs.
And you sigils say something. Nope. Not happening at the moment. Right now,
Oh, nice.
I told you. Keeping South African more now, but South fighting back.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of jump-in attempts that have hit, but we aren't converting, we definitely want to lab that, because especially with Grim there, you're doing a lot of jumping attacks. Oh yeah, the hitbox for that is pretty huge, so it's a pretty decent anti-air. But yeah, well, especially like Grim there, when you'll be doing a lot of jumping, you want to work on your jump-in. Like you want to work on the timing when you hit your heavy to be deeper, so you can get the combo. Because if you just hit them at the top of the screen, I mean, yeah, you don't get much unless you have seals. So you definitely want to be ready to convert. Like a nice contesting of the airspace there from Faker.
Oh, nice grab, and that will fish it off.
Yep.
Believe in
Alright,
victory.
Pacific starting this off really well. Yes.
No pressure there. Oh, risky jump there. Yeah, if there's one thing that the Grimday can bully other Grimdays with, is like corner pressure. This character definitely can struggle to deal with it himself. He is kind of like his own worst enemy a lot of times.
It does seem so. Alright, try and start something. Alright, you only got enough research to just make it to get health. Now, setting up more sigils and able to do that, and now we win.
Good tricky approach there with the seals.
Battle 2. Engage.
Okay, we set up some seals. Oh yeah, it can be tricky. It kind of comes with time, like especially with characters like Grim there, learning how to convert off of these stray hits, because you'll definitely be getting them a lot when you dash around, when you'll quickly have to kind of analyze the situation and realize how you can pick up. So it's definitely something that comes with time a lot of times. There you go.
It definitely come into fruition. You're only starting off in the game after all.
Yeah.
Oh no, getting caught, not able to convert. Now you've got to wait for your chance.
Yeah. When you get Grim in the corner, you do want to be a little careful if he has sigils, because he can like essentially cheat his way out if you're not careful. You want to be ready to kind of meet if he tries to dash.
Oh, that could have been a bit too early. Definitely could have gone the extra mile, make sure he was dead. Now you got to play neutral against his thing, and will get taken out.
Yeah, they kind of tried to go for a safe jump there, but I think mistimed it and got caught. But yeah, if you were gonna go for like a safe jump on your opponent's wake up when you think they're gonna DP, then commit to the safe jump, yeah. Just to block it out. Like, do your hit, let it whiff, and then block it. Because it seemed like they might have hit it a bit too early and got caught there. Try to land tire there with the drill kick. Can be tricky, but if you want to do that, you can try the U version, because you can at least get a big combo off it with as the anti-air.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Artoria doing a good job catching Faith. They kind of just mashing a bit there.
Maybe could have gone the extra mile. Really just packed on that pressure. Alright, try to go for the grab. Alright, Faith getting caught out with their pressure. The holes are getting very easy to exploit.
Yep. Yeah, kind of like made some distance. Yeah, we kind of gave the seals there a bit. It's not what you want to do if you can help it. Nice catch. Yeah, unfortunate drop. Definitely want to lab your like weird kind of catches, like especially far heavy. Grimney will get a lot of mileage from hitting far heavy, close to the corner, so you want to lab your combos and kind of be ready to quickly convert off of them, because you definitely can miss a lot of damage if you don't.
Oh, nice DP, and that would take out the second game. It's now one apiece again.
Yep.
Maybe the name. I told you I want to even up the score a bit.
Yep.
Put in their favor.
It's definitely very even, all things considered. Very close. Both Grim there's kind of like trading blows back and forth and abusing each other.
It's the most even Stevens we can get.
Yeah. Oh, nice check there. Yeah. If the Grim there is a bit too keen, you can kind of try and jump light them out of the air sometimes. Can be a risk, but a lot of times it can't work because they might not be expecting you to contest them in the air. Nice. Okay, yeah. Nice use of the combo. Not sure about the UDP, but I quite like. Nice safe jump, nice. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. If you commit to the safe jump, go for it fully.
Alright, Pacific is back on top.
Yep.
Battle 1. Engage.
Set up. Yep, there goes set up the steals. Yeah, you can definitely get mashed though because the aerial hit is kind. You can kind of make it. If you hit it in the air, it's basically minus, but Grimnir can do an attack afterwards. So unless you have a fast button like a close light, it's difficult to contest it. So yeah, definitely.
Go. Oh, go for the install.
Yep.
Never seen this before.
Definitely might have been a miss because a lot of the times you do want to go for the super. The install, I don't know if it gives enough benefits. Except for this situation, it didn't work out.
Oh no. Now, unfortunate drop now, you gotta wait your turn, be patient. Definitely cannot overextend. Good wait, but not able to finish the job.
Yeah. Quite like the DP bait there. Yeah, not quite ready to convert, but yeah, I quite liked it. Quite a nice use there. Yeah, there's another 6XLs. Yeah, and one thing that you want to be mindful against Grim there, yeah, is they will be pressing far heavy a lot, so you want to kind of be spacing out of the like the first hit out, kind of catch them, because yeah, they will be pressing that button whenever they can, so you want to be ready to punish it. Do something quick. Ooh. Here. I think, well, one thing I can say, you should be looking to maybe use U tornadoes a bit more, because it's definitely a very strong tool for Grim there. And especially in a matchup like this, if you know your opponent is going to throw a tornado, you can just throw a U tornado to clear a lot of the garbage out. And that thing is very big, so you can even catch them jumping around. And like, I believe if you hit it, you can immediately convert into the 214U, which is like the back U skill, to get the full combo. So definitely something to look into. Yeah. But quite close matches actually. It ended up being 3-1, but they were closer than I expected.
Indeed, and it's usually just refining the characters. Both of them need to refine their combo games and improve their extensions. Because you know, Grimnir is great when you got them in the corner, and then their conversion, how they set up the sigils, will cause them more problems. Will cause your opponent more problems. So you know what? A bit more focusing on that stuff, and you'll go a lot further, I should say.
Yeah, Grimnir is one of the characters you kind of have to be ready to convert off of weird hits a lot of times. So working on your combo game can work big dividends, because I could see like the use of save jumps being done, which was definitely quite helpful when you know your opponent's going to be trying to DP or something. So we definitely have some ideas there, but a lot of opportunities to cash out into big damage were dropped, so something to look into for sure. But we'll be moving on to our next match, Mon732 versus Nanuha. Nier, definitely not the character you see anymore too often, so we're quite glad to see some more Nier representation. A bit more tricky of a character to play nowadays. Definitely have to work for your wins.
A bit more like Sato 1, less, you know, like the old Nier, like when she was just a puppet.
Yeah. You definitely have to like very much go between Nier and kind of like. Oh, nice catch there on the DP. We didn't have the stock, so couldn't do big damage, but good catch there.
Still able to finish it off.
Yep. I'm on a bit impatient there, going for the DP and getting caught. Yeah, unless your opponent is representing something very, like unless you know kind of like the patterns of pressure, like DP should be used a bit more sparingly. Unless you can like really react to specific kind of cancels they're doing.
Especially in this game, especially in this patch after nerf DPs for you to get a red counter hit. But the use of pressure, getting the install grab and able to convert.
Yep.
Would it be enough to seal the fate? Next hit will be. Alright, now in trouble because it could be time to see the SSPA. He's had enough.
Yep, we burned some BP from the opponent, which is quite good. We do not have Def though, so it's a very scary spot. When Nier has Def down, you don't want to be down back. You want to be going in and trying to pressure her because this is her weakest state. Like she has a little BP, no meter, and no Def. It's as weak as she can get. So even if she hits you, she can't really get big hits, like or big damage off of without having Def. So you definitely want to abuse her a bit. Nah, very, very nice anti-air there. Well, yeah, I like the use of the close line and the heavy to catch the mashes. A good frame, good like a very universal frame trap.
Okay, nice. But it was that was a terrible mistake, and you're gonna pay a bit here. But I do not think it's wise for them to spend the meter. It is a bit early, and they are on the final hits. So I would have saved it for a time where it's a lot more safe to like go for the or go for the all in. But if they can make it work, they can make it work. Okay, somebody in the area.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah, very good catch.
Yeah, I think Mon might be a bit too angsty to keep their turn, because yeah, definitely Nanuha was kind of catching on to that and just run up the blocking. It's definitely not something you know, over rely on trying to DP your opponent back. If you know they're gonna be pressing, then yeah, you can do it. But if you over rely on it, you will be punished severely this patch. So you want to be very, very mindful when you DP somebody on your approach. Cute combo here into setup Lumi. Yep, trying to bait out the BC. Nice hold there. I like the Nano Hell was got beating last time and holding the BC a bit later to throw off the BC bait.
Alright, now the DP and now going straight for the SSBA counter hit though.
Yeah, yeah, Mon, they're definitely feeling like maybe it's the uncomfort fighting Nier, but definitely going a bit too overly eager and aggressive because we kind of got a bit too eager here and there, and we lost a lot of health for it. Like we had like 70% health lead, we had no rush. We could have just slowly went in and tried to chip out, but we tended to go for a lot of risks and almost paid for it. But it did work out in the end with the jump scare low. Yeah, for people who don't know, Vera's U214U is basically low and a high that you have to block low and high. Otherwise, yeah, she will just hit you.
Alright, going straight to the Lumiel form and getting a clean victory there.
Yep. Yeah, as someone says, like B214U, it is -6, so it's low, high, and then you can go for your punish, basically.
Alright, going straight into the fray. Yeah, Mon's been a bit more antsy on the buttons against Nala. I'm gonna call him Nalu. Alright, and Nalu's getting a chance to play.
Yep, there you go.
Alright, Avita going straight for the killer whale. Great, but Mon retaliated with the DP. No, okay, catch their feet. Going straight for the grab.
Yep. That's definitely a risky option, but does work. You definitely don't want to be relying on it. A lot of people can get caught by it, but the second somebody knows you, smells it, yeah, you will be punished for it. So don't center your whole game plan around the roll 5e. Nice chip sequence there. Definitely seeing Mon just blocking it out and going for the chip out with Death. Burning everything. I quite like that.
I go for you. Get going for the feet.
Oh, gets caught by the frame trap.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Nanu.
Yeah, Mir. Oh yeah, a bit impatient. Gets caught by the BC bait.
Yeah, but definitely just gonna convert. Get the perfect.
Yeah, that was a beautiful round by Mon. Just honestly, just kind of running like all the baits out, like with the right BC bait timing and just running Nanu over.
Right, getting rid of Death, but making Nanu not able to really convert into much after getting rid of her.
So using Lumi to show up.
Oh,
Go for chip sequence, but yeah, the BCing is not a bad idea.
convert. Now, oh, trying to get the air attack.
Yeah, I think that the wrong button was pressed. I think it was the far heavy instead of 2H.
Alright then. Right
Yeah,
now,
might
then
be
you have to
a bit
be a lot
too-
careful.
Yeah, might be a bit too liberal with the BCs because you can BC Dev, but obviously you have to spend resources for it. You can also challenge with just like a far light. Like if you see Dev approaching, you can just hit her out of a lot of stuff. There we go.
Now you gotta be patient because you are in chip. Oh, no.
my
Oh,
God.
he's right for the. Oh my days.
Okay, that risk almost paid off. Okay, if you're gonna risk your life like that, might as well throw something that can actually kill your opponent. The 5U just not enough there to close out. That was quite a huge risk there. But Nanu barely managed to anti-air there in the end. Yep, I like the adaptation. Mon's like checking Death a lot now, checking for the cancels with like the far light.
Yeah, right now Mons is just in the driver's seat.
Yep.
And Nani's just forced to wait for the turn. And if they wait patiently, it's a different story. Actually, they're gonna get the help bar absolutely taken out.
Yeah, I really like the pressure by Mon, like abusing the fact that the nuke was trying to press a lot and getting punished for it. I think you could definitely benefit a lot more from just blocking, because a lot of the stuff the nuke is being hit is essentially just frame traps or like just baits on BC. Just blocking will beat both of those options. So unless your opponent is aggressively throwing you or doing some shenanigans, blocking will be your best friend a lot of times.
Yeah, especially in this patch, I think kind of notch down all the other defensive maneuvers.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Like,
Blocking-
blocking is the safest option you can do. The only thing that beats it is a grab, and the grabs you can like only. It takes you like, I'm not too sure, like 10, 12, a ton of grabs for you to die from just being grabbed. Whereas from a strike it only takes 2 good hits and you'll probably explode, especially on the air. So you have to be very careful where you pick your spots to press buttons.
Right now, Nani is just falling back. Wise. But right now, Mon is taking the time and just taking advantage of all the situations that they are getting. Put it in the pressure, put it in the offense mode, nothing stopping them from breaking.
I think in that situation, I quite like it. You probably want to keep some distance and try to poke a bit more with Death, but I think Nanu ended up doing it a bit too much and just putting themselves way too close to the corner, and Mon could like abuse it immediately. It's it definitely can be rough keeping out like a Vera that's kind of running at you, but you kind of want to mix between backing up and holding your ground, because if you back up all the time, you put yourself in the corner, and that's where pretty much 90% of the casts get their most damaging combos, and kind of don't want to put yourself in that spot, especially as Nier. Kind of want to mix it in between like backdashing and sometimes backdashing and then challenging if they approach like 2M or like far heavy or something. Can definitely benefit a lot from that. And Mon actually didn't feel like they had too much experience against Nier, but as they went, like you could definitely see like some adaptations with the Firelights, checking Def, and maybe over BCing Def, but it did tend to work out a bit more. The 5 years, I mean, I think that's for a lot of Veras at this level. You kind of want to reiterate, you don't want to do it too much. I know it's tempting because a lot of times it will work, but you don't want to build a bad habit that will take you forever to break, because the second you fight better players or players that know that you want to do it, they will crush you for it. Like, you will pay heavily for trying to like set it up. If you're gonna try and do it, at least try and do it like mask it with either like very high combos, and as your opponent drops, you hit them with a meaty grab, or like set up Lumiel to make it like really ambiguous if you're trying to grab them. Just raw 5U, it's probably like the worst way of doing it, really.
Yeah. That's all I got to say. Not much saying for the situation, but it was a good bout from both players. Mon really showing their fancy capabilities, especially with half these frame traps catching Nanu in the worst places, and also Nanu did have some time to shine as well. Really showing their knee capabilities. I just hope Nanu hopes to just sometimes hold block a lot more, because this is not a hold back the block kind of game, or hold the defense button. Rather than trying to use your other options.
Yeah, especially on Nier, like, she is one of the lower health characters, so that kind of comes with the caveat of like, okay, you have to really be certain what you're pressing, because a lot of characters will just explode you if you mistime your stuff. So if you're pressing something, you have to be goddamn sure that your opponent won't be frame trapping you. You have to be very careful, because especially because if you don't have a lot of health and you run out of def, it's a bit of a checkmate for you. If your opponent just starts running in, then it's very difficult to come back. So you have to savor that health when you can.
Well, now it's time to move on to our next fighters, and we have both joined us.
Yep.
And we're waiting for our next opponent.
Yeah, I believe it will be Loaf and Reability. The Reability is here. I'm just waiting for Loaf. Oh no, wait, it's Loaf. I got mixed up. Loaf is playing Sandalphon. Just waiting for a Reability, but yeah, so far pretty interesting matches. Like a lot of the usual stuff that I've kind of seen of just having to work on like conversions. I think like combos like are not be end end all kind of thing that you have to learn, because there's a lot of stuff you have to learn, but having like your basic combos down is very important, and being ready to convert. Like if you're baiting something like, I don't know, like a super or a DP, you have to be ready to punish them, because what's the point of baiting something if you're not gonna punish it? So yeah, it's quite helpful to go into like a training mode and set up the dummy to randomly do like a DP or something. Like set a couple of options, and if they DP, be ready to convert, because again, I have seen a lot of points where we bait the DP, we throw out like a far heavy, and we're not ready to punish them for it. And but yeah, combos, I think it kind of comes down to, especially in these kind of levels, that a combo that you can land 100% of the time that is slightly less optimal is way better than an optimal combo that you can only hit like 80 to 90% of the time. Because a dropped combo can like lead you to a horrible situation because you might just end up in their face being a minus. You're still trying to continue your combo and then you just explode.
But onwards up, which we got none other than Low versus Tante again.
I believe it would be Mello versus Tante. I think they might be moving. Are we moving forward the other match? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Mello versus Tante. Yeah, Tante. There we go. Tante, we already had on stream before, so we'll see how it goes this time. Mello on the Belial. Yeah, definitely bit of a fight between two all-rounder characters. Belial a bit more of a fireball game, so can definitely abuse that, and Vera a bit less of a fireball game, as Lumi's a bit different. But both characters kind of want to operate in similar ranges. So kind of see how they wish to operate here.
Right, yeah, Tante going straight in.
Dance there with the DP. Yeah, Tante definitely opting for a lot of jump ins. We try working, but want to definitely be sure.
Yeah, you never know what the action is going to be coming through to attack them.
Yeah, Mello kind of getting caught here a lot. I like the slight adaptation there with the block and the attempt to challenge the Dark Cane.
Right now,
Ooh, yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Like, you don't want to be walking forward and then accidentally pressing a DP. If you're, yeah, in a situation like that, if you're trying to move forward and throw a fireball, I'm not too sure if you're using technical or simple inputs, but yeah, you want to make sure you're not holding the forward button, because then you'll just DP in neutral and it'll hurt a lot.
Alright, trying to wait for it, trying to start something. Yes, frame trapped.
Yeah, get me to sit there a bit. Yeah, in situations like this, if you block so much and your opponent is constantly wailing on you, just press BC, just get them off you. That definitely works. I think Mello is trying to understand some pressure sequences with Belial. With Belial, your best buttons are your close slides, like running lights, and two medium. Like your low kick is one of the best buttons in the game. You definitely want to be using it a lot because it hits low and it's plus on block. Definitely do a lot of pressure.
Even has still quite a good one. Still quite a good one.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, it feels like Mello just kind of crumbling, not too sure where to kind of press, because they're blocking some sequences, but they're not really doing much off it, or like just trying to do something, but it's slightly too late. They go nice catch with the fireball. Big counter hit.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, you want to be using the two arms. It's a very good button.
Alright, had to play the guessing game. Guessed wrong twice.
Yeah, the one he doesn't beat is aerial attacks like Vera's dunk.
Alright, catching out very early.
Yeah, the Vera dunk, it is plus on block, which means it's still Vera's turn to attack, but Mello does manage to catch there. Tante might have been a bit too slow on the press.
Right, not able to convert from the install.
Oh, nice anti-air!
Oh,
very beautiful. Doesn't manage to convert there.
Terrible conversion though.
Yeah, you definitely want to work on your anti-air combos, or like look up online, like just like current patch combos or something simple. Like it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Like just the two buttons into like a special can work. Try to grab there, side swap. Yeah, you want to punish there. I believe it's -6 there. When she like swipes her sword like that, you can definitely punish her there with like a close light. Nice, there we go. Yeah, blocking low and then high. You can immediately try and punish her with like a close light as well.
Alright, Cashing out again very early. Not much. He really could do in this circumstance.
Go straight into super.
Okay. Alright, that.
Beautiful bait there.
Oh,
Not much of a combo though, unfortunately.
yeah. These early attempts to catch them. Not working out in Lo's favour. Lo's got to play a lot more patiently and actually try to get these combos to actually confirm.
Yeah, looks like Mello is caught. There we go. We do manage to close it there, but Mello was getting caught a lot by these preemptive 2Ms. You kind of want to dance around a bit. If your opponent is constantly throwing stuff out as you're approaching, you kind of want to slow it down a bit and kind of maybe run for a bit and see what they do. And try and punish them, perhaps. Because we're definitely getting caught a lot on approach. Yeah. Yeah, the 2M, yeah, not working out there, because again, Vera, when she does the dunk, she is considered airborne, so it will lose. 2M will lose to that. Your best bet, if you know it's coming, is to just press like close light. There we go, or DP. DP works too.
Still your turn?
The spacing there.
Oh, that was a bit risky. Yeah, finish it off. You're kind of just running into your opponent's attacks. Don't forget, you've got fireballs.
Yep, you get fireballs. Vera can struggle to deal with them. And yeah, again, Tante is doing a lot of preemptive actions to try and keep you out, which can be quite tricky. So, caught again by the dunk. This spot can be rough. Nice. If you know your opponent is jumping or tends to jump, and you're in the corner, you can just try and roll out.
Right, go straight for the mirror. Go for a grab, not much you can really do from that. Definitely could have got a lot more bang for your buck.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. But some punish is better than no punish, at least.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's about being efficient.
Yeah,
well, I know you're just starting up. Oh no, that is gonna get you.
Yeah, it's 2 hits.
Never mind.
Yeah, a bit too far. There for the grab. But Tante managed to close it out. Mello, you can see like adapting as we go, very much.
Believe in victory.
It's just, yeah, a lot of kind of drops here, not capitalizing on the hits, and getting a lot caught by these dunks.
Let's grab.
Yeah, you don't want to be challenging. Your Vera is plus after the dunk, so you don't want to be pressing afterwards unless they commit to something very slow. Oh, let's get caught by the overhead.
Alright, get the grab, put them in the corner. What's the plan?
Yeah, yeah. The far heavy is very good on Belial, but you have to, if you want to get the big combo, you have to cancel after the first slash. If it's the second slash, you cannot cancel into any special moves, so you have to be ready to cancel after the first two.
Alright, oh, getting caught with 1-2 strings. Don't forget you can BC.
Yep. In that situation, BCing or just honestly, just continue blocking. Like, if they continue just dunking, eventually just like call them out with like a DP or BC or just keep blocking, because it's not a lot of damage. And if you start getting used to the timing, you can punish them. Yeah, just like that.
Okay, both of them playing neutral. Alright, trying to get the grab. Go on, get your fireball, not able to convert.
The 5U, very risky, very risky.
I get the boot. Now getting a good little 1-2s, that's really good, and then getting the skulls. Oh, okay, again, no conversion of the install.
Well, yeah, if you want to go for Rage Strike, you want to commit to the other hit as well. You definitely had the meter to convert and kill. There we go, good catch. With the close medium. Yeah, if you're committing the Rage Strike, be ready to hit it again, so you get the Raging Chain as well.
Good stuff from Tante.
It's actually starting to work out, because yeah, Tante is very preemptive with their actions and getting caught for it. Yeah, there we go, nice! That is very, very punishable, so you don't want to let the Vera get away with it.
Oh, great. Catching them with the fireball, going straight into install mode.
Yeah, it can be a bit
Try
awkward at
this
that range.
Alright, you fade away.
Ooh, try to...
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go for the medium command grab. It's insanely slow. Unless your opponent is sleeping, yeah, you wouldn't want to do it too often.
Mainly to knock them away. You had the break counters to do it.
Yep, yep. And Mello even an out too. Definitely, Mello's kind of adapting here.
Battle 1.
It's the piece after all, so it's everything to pay for there.
I'm always sleeping command grab throw. True. Same. Yeah, nice to him there. I believe like if you get the counter hit to him, you can go straight into close heavy, like far heavy apology, and get the full conversion.
Good stuff from Tante, knock them away.
With the fireball, yeah, knock a bit of a wall. One thing that you can try and use a bit more is if you're at longer range, you can go for the ultimate fireball to get a bit of conversion. Because at the moment, like Dante is doing a good job spending meter, but Mello is not spending meter at all, and we've been sitting on 100 meter for a long time here. We definitely want to look at an angle to either use some ultimate skills or stupers, because yeah, in this game you build a truckload of meter, and you want to be kind of spending it fairly liberally because you build it up very quickly. And ultimate skills are some of the strongest skills for most characters.
Alright, going for the nice.
That was very cute, yeah. You can definitely also backdash throws as well as jump them or just break them. Except command grabs, obviously. Yeah, once again getting caught by the plus frames. Yeah, I don't want to be mashing it. If you're gonna mash something after, you can. There we go, super.
Right. That's super, and that's going to do a ton of damage because it is raw.
Yep, there you go. Now you both be a bit careful because your opponent could do something very. There we go.
Alright, it's now double Luigi time.
Yep, double Luigi, there we go. Dante was in the lead, we're kind of like evening it out now. Yeah, the 5U. And Mello now asserting a bit more dominance here. Dante doing a lot of these preemptive actions. No, you don't want to be doing that too often. Like, auto combo into DP 99% of the time is an awful idea. Like, it's only reserved for like the most insane callouts for your opponent pressing something.
Alright, speaking of callouts, here comes the install. Oh, going with the overhead, nice, simple, clean, and that's a W.
Yep. And Dante evens it out. Yeah, quite close actually. Like both players were kind of adapting to each other, and the drops happened here and there, obviously, but I quite liked, like, especially Mello, you could see they were kind of adapting as they went. And kind of using more and more of the good stuff the Belial has. Perhaps a bit too much 5U, but honestly, if your opponent is constantly mashing, it's not a bad idea to kind of press sometimes. Remove this man. Okay. It definitely can be quite a strong option, but yeah, for Belial, like, your best options are your, like, crouching medium. Far heavy can be quite good at catching people pressing something at further ranges. Like, far medium is also quite decent, but you definitely want to keep the fight a lot of times up close and personal. And Mello, definitely, you want to learn how to spend your meter a bit more, because yeah, sitting on 100 meter in this game is, for a long time, is not good, because you build so much meter, you kind of want to be throwing it out now and then, and plus, even if your skill gets blocked, you get like a slight refund, and if it hits, you get like a half refund. So you can definitely afford to throw them out now and then, especially on Belial. Like his ultimate fireball is one of the best specials in the game, so you want to be kind of trying to catch your opponent with it, because it gives you a full screen combo. So definitely want to doing that.
And also, what's his name? But now he's kind of a battery, so it's not hard for him to regain meter, especially with his long combos.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, exactly.
So the reward outdoes the risks.
Oh, okay. Okay, we both in, we both.
Okay.
Yep, let's go. Both engage.
Yeah, on the boat, lads.
Yep, get everybody on the pirate ship. Our mateys.
You what you want because the pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Pirate. You're
Diddly-dee. You're a pirate, so right to see. You want to work because the pirate is free. You are a pirate. Why do I still know that song?
I don't know. Why do I still know it? I mean, it does kind of memed a lot as well. But it's a good song.
This town did too much damage to me.
Yeah. I mean, it was a... All things considered, pretty decent series.
It was
So,
indeed.
yeah. Where are we here? Okay, this cabinet. Okay.
This cabinet?
Yeah. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do you spectate? Spectate. There we go. Spectate. Hopefully this works. Yeah, we took some piratey action here. Narmaya versus Sandalphon.
I'm on the wrong damn I'm on the wrong one. They put me some random one.
Wait, random one? What?
I got Fasucia versus Catalina.
Wait, did you go hop on the wrong one? Wait a minute. Wait, I'm trying to spectate, but it's not spectating at the moment. Let me try this side. Oh yeah, you're spectating Shadow versus Manhattan. It's Loaf versus Ability. You're on the wrong cabinet.
Where's Loaf?
Yeah, it's here. The one further up. Just the next one.
Where I am?
No, yeah, this one. This one's the right one. No, not that one. This one, yes. You have Reability and Loaf here. We were going in now. There you go. With non-ability to accept here. But yeah, Sandalphon and Narmaya, again, both kind of like mid-range characters. Sandalphon a bit newer, but aside from the whole element stuff, he kind of plays like a regular Grand Blue game. Like
Yeah.
very standard kit. Good fireball, good buttons. Very good conversions.
I think the thing with Sandalphon is he does nothing like, extraordinary. He's very sensible character.
Yeah, like the elements can obviously feel a little overwhelming, especially with the U-ball, but all things considered, like some of the, it's not insanely broken. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, we do have a match here, and Ability is getting a throne here, and Loaf is doing a lot of shimming too. Gets the U flip, but does not convert off it though. Yeah, then a nice pressure sequence there, just keeping plus. See what your opponent does. Ooh, yeah, that was risky going for the DP there, but it didn't work out.
Good grab.
Back.
Oh, can't go fully. But catches the moon flip.
Yep. Now that's one of the options. Obviously, you kind of want to aim for the close heavy punish, but yeah, it did work out there.
Alright, Watering, you're getting a bit too flippant with these moon flips. It's a great move, but if you come too predictable, it's quite easy to punish, but that shimmy is spectacular. I like to see it.
Yeah. Ability, definitely doing a lot of like DPs after minus moves. Definitely not something you want to throw out too often. So nice to kind of throw once in a while to catch your opponent if they try to be too eager. Ooh.
Grab.
A nice 6XL. Getting a far range there with the 2M. Super.
Range to convert. What?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nice check to kill.
Yep.
Good.
Going for a nice, straightforward there. Tick throw. Definitely quite good to trick your opponent, especially on low health. Because in that situation, if you're low, you're kind of guessing for a game, like anything will kill you. So it's a bit of a rough spot, so you have to gamble. Got like the far light, but not the special.
The DP gets her away from you. I haven't seen much things with the wings in mind.
Yeah, there you go. We got the ball. Like if you go into the water stance, like you kind of want to be trying to set up some orbs in neutral to hold it for you.
All right.
Goes for a risky jump in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to be doing that because that's very...
Oh, the block button.
The movement is one of the most trickiest things to deal with against Narmaya, so you kind of want to lab how to beat it with your character, because some characters can get like some anti-airs, but others have to rely on a jump throw, so you definitely against Narmaya want to be ready to punish it.
Good? Nope. Try to get the fireball out. Oh, but the instant move flip.
Yeah.
Really catching those off guard.
Yeah, I think Loaf might be trying to pressure too much with jumps. The second you commit into a jump, you can get BC'd very easily, and quite a risky option. So you wanna, if you know your opponent likes to BC a lot, you wanna kind of play the BC bait game, especially on Sandalphon, because I believe if you do either a close heavy or a spaced close light, immediately into the 2-2M, which is like the backstep stance, you can bait a BC straight into the H follow-up and get the full punish.
Right, use the fireball there.
Yeah, and one of the buttons you want to be like abusing on Sandalphon is far heavy. Like it's one of the strongest far heavies in the game, so you want to be abusing it as much as possible.
Alright.
It's very, very, very powerful. And that is your best kind of neutral thing you can do. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
It's just, yeah, one of those things you have to kind of deal with it. Like, yeah, sometimes you just get throw baited by the
Oh,
flip.
no. Yeah, that was a lack of conversion. Good stuff, catching the moon flip.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, like so sometimes just contesting there in the air can work.
Right, you can fireball.
Oh, yeah, you definitely could have confirmed there. You want to work on confirming those triple hits into like your H special, especially when you're close to the corner. That's something to work on. There we go. We do know our corner bubble. Oh, unfortunately misses the 2U there.
Oh, going straight into the SSBA. Going straight for the damage.
Yep.
Farewell.
Gets a side swap there. Okay, something to block a bit here. You're being pushed into the corner.
Alright. Trying to go for that. Good DP. Not taking that move flip at all.
Yeah, I believe if you're clashing with your
nice.
opponent, I think the 214L is probably your best option because it's the fastest, I believe.
Oh, your approach was looking a bit too predictable. Running straight into their attack. So in the future, you got to be a lot more careful, because I know that's quite tricky, because especially in the corner now, because with BC being nerfed, it means you have to really call out your opponents.
Yeah.
If they're mashing or not.
Yeah, and I quite like the distance that Rebelity was kind of keeping. Kind of jumping in here, pressuring a bit, but kind of keeping around where the timer is, and trying to catch Loaf out. Because you can definitely do that. If you try to press your turn too much, you can get caught, but sometimes just backing up a bit and letting your opponent throw something out and then beating them for it is a good option. You kind of want to keep them guessing at all times. You don't want to be going full throttle on offense. Sometimes you just want to slow down a bit, delay some stuff and try and catch them out. So,
It is usually better to just delay your attacks. See how your opponent reacts to situations. Your opponent reacts to situations. Keep it in your mind, and then when the time is right, you can abuse it and then take them out for it.
Yeah. In
Call them
general, you
out.
kind of, your first kind of state that you want to be in is you want to keep frame traps in there and keep your pressure fairly tight. And the second they start showing that they like delaying their buttons, you can start delaying your pressure as well. So it's definitely very much up to what your opponent likes to do.
Alright, right now, definitely neutral.
I think Reability is just doing a good job, just slowly but surely putting Loaf into the corner a lot of these rounds. It's quite difficult to kind of like visualize or imagine, but you don't want to be letting your opponent steal too much space. Like, blocking is good, but you don't want to also block too much because slowly but surely your opponent will just push you into the corner, and you don't want that to happen too. You want to kind of be mixing up your stuff and challenging your opponent at opportune times to not let yourself be in the corner. Especially against Armaya, like, she's definitely one of the scarier characters in the corner. So you don't want to put yourself there if you can help it.
Alright, nice.
Yeah. Generally, Beast, unless if you're super late, you can BC the wound flip, but in general, if you're sitting there waiting to react, just press like a close heavy, because most characters can press a close heavy unless they have a really slow one, and just get the big chunky punish. If you're a bit slow or maybe not confident, you can do a close slice as well.
Okay, lock in the move flip. Definitely have to take the time.
Nice catch there. No, a very good jump, because yeah, jumping over the funny cut.
Alright, good. Taking a round.
Yeah, I like the backdash fireball. Donald Falls fireball is deceptively very good because it's incredibly fast and can interrupt people, especially on chip points. It can be difficult to do. What the heck? Okay. Kinda got hit behind there. The hitbox is collapsed to it. Very funny. Yep, keeping the pressure fairly tight there on Reability side.
Alright, trying to jump in, but getting called out for it. The move flip coming through. This is going to lead to a SBA.
Oh, the
yeah. Jump, getting called.
Life's bleeding.
Oh, okay. We were
right.
pressing. That was
Alright, going straight for the power dash lost.
Yeah, I assume that was a mistake because unless they were really praying for it, yeah, it can be quite risky there. If you're gonna commit to something like that, a lot of times it's better just to go for like a sweep or some kind of low option because it has a higher chance of catching somebody. You're like getting a bit closer. At that range, it's quite difficult. It's not likely that your opponent will press someone.
Right, that's be patient. And that one will go too slow. Low put the one on the field.
Yep. Loaf actually managed to win it out there in the end. Very nice.
Battle 1. Engage.
Ooh, the jump. Definitely, I feel like some of them might be able to contest and Armaya a bit better in the round. So like, empty jump might not be the best option, but certainly something you can try.
Alright, aim with convert, getting the SDA. Waiting a chance. Wow.
The fire version, yep. At this point you don't have a lot of health, so might as well try and gamble with the elements.
Rivers.
Battle 2. Engage. Too slow. Weak.
Oh, yep, good check, yep. DP is very nice option against these kind of dashes. You can react in time. No, gets crossed. Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things. It's very tricky to sometimes tell if he's gonna cross up or not. So.
I get to the grab.
BC.
Oh, going straight for the DP. Gets him off work. Oh, yep. Moon flip. It's definitely packs you out. You got to lab that move. You got to lab how to beat it as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Moonflip is a bit tricky. BCing it is not the best option unless you already got hit by it. Like, you have to be quite mindful because the slowdown can make it very, very difficult to BC. So you're just labbing a couple of minutes against like just the moon flip, and being ready to press like a close heavy or like a close light or something to punish it can help a lot. Just labbing it for like 5 minutes just so your muscle memory is there to press when you're like, oh, the screen flashes blue, okay, I'm gonna press the thing. Definitely could help a lot. But yeah, no, definitely working on the Sandalphone pretty well. The far heavies were pressed, which is a very good button. Can definitely maybe try and try some stuff like 2 or H into U follow up, which is plus. I feel like as people are exploring Sandalphon, a lot of times just being in his base form is one of the better places you can be. The elements are very specific where you want to use them, so a lot of times just hanging in base form is not a bad idea. So they're very powerful, even in base.
Hello, I have arrived. I'm just checking, can people hear me this time? They can, perfect. That is gonna be all of the games that we are having today. We had a couple of issues throughout the bracket, but it ran mostly smooth today, which is pretty good. I'm happy with the bracket run today. We had the lovely Roku and Stefan on for the first half, and as always, Soopah and Vilkijs coming in with the clutch for the second. Super appreciative of everyone helping out. You know, this bracket, it wouldn't exist without the commentators, the people who make the clients I use to help with the UI that you guys see on the stream, and of course the people playing. So super appreciative. I will once again type !calendar in the chat. You can use this to see all of the events going on in our community. Be sure to look at that and join things to your heart's content. The only thing that you'd ever be banned from playing in is the beginner bracket, so if you can play in that, you're fine. So that do be everything. I can't believe we actually have someone who likes Symphogear and has it as their profile picture, and they play Charlotte. I'm fucking dying of peak. This is just too good.
Symphogear mentioned.
I love this show so much. It's everything to me. I believe this was the Huz something person. I forgot. I will find out. Give me a moment. Huz Eater 1979. This is the one. They are our winner today.
Congratulations.
They did really well, actually. And, you know, they had some really close sets. But yeah, they should be very proud. It was great to watch. I believe they were playing Catalina. And then Nico Flex was playing Thoughts and Feelings.
Thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and prayers.
What were they playing? Oh my god, it's on like the tip of my tongue. Grimnir, thank you.
Oh yeah, because they did play yesterday in the crew battle, yes, I believe.
Yeah, they did. And then Snowy, once again doing really well. They did well last week too. They're coming in at a solid third this week, but also playing Sandalphon. Then we had My Talks, who I definitely also remember who they were playing.
Jane Doe mentioned.
Jane Doe mentioned.
The Rat.
Snowy's a beat? Really? I thought they were playing Sandalphon. Maybe they play both. What did My Talks play? We literally had them on stream earlier.
Hardest part.
Zeta and Grimnir? How many Grimnirs did we have today?
Like
All of
4.
them.
Like, I don't know, like, I think I talked about it, but like, this must be like the most Grimnirs I've ever seen in the beginner bracket. Like, 4 Grimnirs, like, what the heck happened? Where did they all come from?
Zane 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
We got True Ability, who we just saw on our last game of the stream today. I believe they were playing the Normias. Yokai we had at the very beginning of the stream. My memory doesn't span that far back without Subway Surfers playing. But I believe they were playing. I'm gonna fucking guess. I'm not. I'm gonna go look at the fucking VOD. I didn't publish the VOD. Well, shit. Come on, Vera. You see, listen. I'm tired after sitting here for 2.5 hours doing nothing while everyone runs the bracket for me. Then Haxon. I thought Haxon played Lancelot, but I think I'm either mixing them up with a different person or they switched characters. But today, Haxon played, what's his name? Was it Sandalphon? Do I have Alzheimer's?
Not yet.
Wow, okay. Just confirming it. Damn.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
My brain is actually bleeding. It's over.
If in doubt, can say they played a Shoto character, so you're kind of like 50% chance to be right.
They played a Swordy. Good to know.
Yeah.
And then Strobler, they definitely played Ferry. And they played Ferry on stream. I don't know if they were playing anything else. Oh yeah, Haxon was on Nier today. That's why I was confused, because they swapped characters. I knew that, but you don't see anyone play Nier anymore. Just being real. But we had like a lot of really close contenders for 8th place, but the butthole system has prevailed and told Strobler that they are the chosen one on this day. Oh my god, hi, no you grad. I'm pogging.
Yo, the gold mentioned, let's go.
But yeah,
you're small.
Even though you just arrived, that is gonna be all from us today. I'm gonna send you guys over to Paragon. They're currently doing a cool team event.
Oh gosh, team event mentioned?
Yeah, hopefully theirs won't last 6 hours like ours. But don't worry. You know, even for beginners, these are some really high level players. I'm sure you can learn something. You know, BC more, 6XL more, but most importantly, have fun. Bye bye, guys.
Adios.
Adios.